All right, what's up, guys? I'm Esteban Ramirez, and I'm joined here today with
Tyler Shonnard, and our podcast today is going to be discussing hype.
Okay, so now the first question that we have listed today is, what are your favorite brands then and now? So, Tyler, I'm going to hand it over to you. Give me your thoughts on what you used to wear in elementary school, what you used to wear in Bancroft, and how does that compare to what you wear now?
Well, in elementary school, I didn't even dress myself. My parents did. Usually went to stores like Old Navy, Gap. That really was pretty much it. Didn't wear a whole lot of any cool stuff. Middle school, I was really into neon colors and athletic wear. Got a bunch of Nike Elite shorts, a bunch of Adidas track pants, stuff related to that, a bunch of athletic wear. And then high school, I've really changed how I've dressed as a person. I wore a lot more like jeans, wore Vans, drifted away from brands like Hollister and Abercrombie. Wore a lot, like I said, Vans, Polo, Tommy Hilfiger, Calvin Klein. And I shop at stores more like Urban Outfitters, PacSun, stores like that. And Esteban, how about you? What were you wearing back in the good old days compared to now?
Yeah, man, I think I could really compare myself to Tyler a lot. During elementary school, I honestly can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was just my parents who were choosing my fits from then. I remember one thing about me is that I never used to wear jeans. I used to hate jeans, so you would always catch me in shorts no matter what type of weather it was. That carried on a bit towards Bancroft when middle school. Middle school, I guess it was just more of like a soccer fit, more like comfortable sports athletic wear when it was towards that. And when I came into high school, I definitely got more into, I guess you could say more expensive brands. Not really top, but I definitely did get more into like Supreme and those hype stuff. But I don't go crazy over my limit. But yeah, pretty similar, I guess you could say.
All right, that was the first question. The next question we have is our personal opinions on hype clothes, designer, and which is better. And for me, I prefer streetwear, which relates more to the hype side of the topic, such as brands like Supreme, Bathing Ape. Those are like probably the two brands that most people recognize the most. You may recognize Palace as well. Me, I personally wear Supreme out of those three. I own about 10 items from them, whether it be accessories or clothes. And that's honestly my favorite. I think they're super creative with their stuff, even though a lot of times they just slap the logo on. I do appreciate some of the collaborations they do with like Nike or other brands, and it makes for some pretty cool clothes. What about you, Esteban? What are you feeling?
For me personally, I would most likely go with the hype clothes because I would definitely say it's much more affordable. Even though the clothes could get very expensive, I would say it's much more affordable. I do own a few Supreme, but not a lot because, like I said, it's a lot. But in my opinion, I think designer clothes are a bit better, like Gucci, Louis Vuitton. I feel like more rappers tend to wear it, and it's just more of like it could go both ways. It could be a casual fit and it could be a formal fit. So that's why for me, designer clothes would probably win over hype clothes. And now the third question, which I want to ask Tyler and for myself, is do clothes define you as a person or like who you are? Like what effects do you think that the clothes you wear define you?
I'm not sure if clothes necessarily define you as a person, but I think they definitely can speak for maybe your personality or your character. Not like necessarily how you act, but you'll see like a lot of times in the NBA, for example, Russell Westbrook, he wears really loud clothes, and on the court, he's a very, He's very loud on the court. He expresses himself a lot, and he gets really intense. So you could say that, but for me, I don't say that clothes necessarily define me as a person. I think it's just kind of the way I dress. And yeah, how about you, Esteban? What do you think?
I most definitely agree. I don't think clothes specify or define you as a person, but I do think that how you dress and how you come off and like, I don't know, I feel like just the way you're dressed, you get judged on a lot, but I don't think it completely defines you as a person. But yeah, I mostly just agree with you.
All right, our last question for today's episode is how we got introduced or interested into the hype category. And for me, I got introduced by just seeing it on rappers, honestly. I remember one of the first Supreme pieces I recognized was on Justin Bieber back in 9th grade when he was wearing a Supreme box logo crew neck. And I was like, whoa, what's that brand? It's pretty cool. And ever since then, I kind of bought into the hype of, these pieces selling out in seconds and then reselling for 10 times the amount that they retail for. So I kind of bought into that. And that's really how I got introduced to it. And now I try to resell some pieces personally, just as an extra way to make money. But yeah, that's pretty much how I got introduced to it. Just seeing it on famous celebrities and stuff. And I also see it at school sometimes too. But how about you? How did you get introduced to the hype?
Well, I would say that from an early start, I knew what designer clothes and what hype stuff were, but I never really got into it because it was really expensive. But I do remember the first thing that I bought that got me, I wouldn't say crazy, but it did like change my attitude towards it. It was when I was actually with Tyler. It was when Supreme did a collab with CDG and they did a box logo. It was a split box logo. I remember. I think it was on the Business Academy picnic. It was that day. We went to school early and everything, had our phones set up. I had just learned how to use autofill, and it was honestly luck. It was complete luck. I got the box logo in black in a size large. I bought it for, I think, a total of $70, and I flipped it for $315. So that's what was my pivotal point where I got not introduced to it, but I really got into it. I know recently I just got the Travis Scott's, which I got for $180, and I flipped them for $870. So it's really something that I enjoy and admire because it's something that you can get money. And from a young age, I think showing off and being able to get money is really important. So that's how I got introduced to it and how I got my interest a lot.
All right, that's going to wrap up today's topic for Hype Talk featuring me, Tyler Shonnard, and my partner,
Esteban. Wait, you know you can find me at SLTUV.
All right, catch you guys next time. Peace out.